Good evening, my dear students. In the last video, we discussed about the basics of nanomaterials, challenges, emerging trends, approaches, basic approaches, top down, bottom down. Now, first of all, I would like to tell you I am going to brief you about this topic. So, I will again send you the detailed notes so you can get the thorough idea. Nanomaterials and synthesis processing. So first point, methods of creating nanostructures, top down approach and bottom down approach. Top down approach. Now you see the milling process. Just see the milling process. So from the diagram only you can get the idea. Mechanical milling process, milling. So see here, first the particle size is in centimeter, then after crushing it is converted to millimeter, then micrometer and nanometer. See, this is the basic material. This is the coarsely grinding process. The basic material you see here after coarse grinding process. Then fine grinding, you see again it is finely grinded material. So here basically particles are crushed. It is a mechanical production approach, and this approach is applied in producing metallic and ceramic nanomaterials. Okay. Okay, then briefly we have to discuss what is bottom up approach. This approach is also known as chemical approach, you remember. So this is based on the physiochemical principles of molecular or atomic self organization. Okay, so it is a chemical process or approach. This approach produces selected more complex structures from atoms or molecules, then better controlling sizes, shapes and size ranges. See, this is the nanomaterial synthetic approach. You see, this is the bulk material. So in the top down approach, this bulk material is sliced into pieces. You see here, this is the top down approach, and you see here atoms or molecules. Okay, so they build together to form the cluster. So this is the bottom up approach. This is the bottom up approach, self assembly. Now preparation. So nanomaterial preparation. So physical methods, ball milling, laser ablation, then gas condensation processing, GPC. Chemical methods are sol gel synthesis, solution phase, that is stabilizing ligands, precipitation method, chemical vapor condensation, catalytic chemical vapor deposition template, assisted CVD electrochemical method. So we are going to discuss briefly. Now see here what are the important points in preparation. Any preparation technique should provide identical size of all the particles. That means mono-sized. All the particles should be of same sized. That is uniform size distribution. Then identical shape or morphology, identical chemical composition and crystal structure, individually dispersed on or monodispersed, that is no agglomeration. This is the synthesis of nanoparticles. So this diagram is the ball milling process, that is milling chamber. You see, this is the milling chamber. Now you see here high energy ball milling. You see the particles are being crushed here between a to steel balls or refractory balls. Here you see here, in the inert atmosphere the process takes place. Okay, so in mineral, ceramic processing, powder metallurgy and industry, it involves milling process. It include particle size reduction, basically restricted to relatively hard brittle materials which fracture or deform during the milling operation. Means this process is restricted to relatively hard or brittle materials. Different purposes include tumbler mills, attriation mills, shaker mills, vibratory mills, planetary mills, etc. Preparation, it is a physical method. Limitation of ball milling. See, though the production rate is high, there are certain limitations. So, just we will discuss severe plastic deformation associated with mechanical attrition due to generation of high temperature in the interface. You see, when the particles are crushed between the two ball mills or refractory mills, so a very high temperature is generated and plastic deformation takes place, and the temperature is given here 100 to 200 degrees Celsius. Then difficulty in broken down to the required particle size. See, we cannot broken down the particles to the required size. Then contamination by the milling tools, iron and atmosphere. Here some elements are considered as trace elements, oxygen, nitrogen in rare gases, and it can be a problem in the preparation of physical method. Then sol gel process. Basically it is a chemical process. Second point is metal alkoxide sol converts sol into gel. What are the different steps? Hydrolysis, then condensation and drying. You see here from the diagram only you can get the idea. Precursors. The precursors are stored here. Then hydrolysis takes place. After the hydrolysis, condensation takes place. Gel formation takes place, and after that drying process. So these are the basic steps. So in the exam you have to draw the sketch and you have to just elaborate each point. So what are the different advantages of the sol gel technique? It can produce thin bond coating to provide excellent adhesion between the metallic substrate and the top coat. Simple, economic and effective method to produce high quality coatings. Can easily shape materials into complex geometries in a gel state. It can produce thick coating to provide corrosion protection. Performance. Can produce high purity products because the organometallic precursor of the desired ceramic oxides can be mixed. High quality products can be produced. And the sintering capability requirement is low, usually 200 to 600 degree Celsius. Now you see here furnace method. It is a gas phase synthesis of nanoparticles. You just see the diagram. This is a crucible. You see here. Here the material is kept in a heated crucible. Okay. So after the heat, after giving the heat to the material, so evaporation takes place, that is evaporated matter. Then that evaporated matter gets clustered, gathered together here, and then finally that particles are converted into nanoparticles, and these particles are collected on a cold plate. So it is a furnace method. So what are the advantages of gas phase synthesis? Excellent control of size and shape. It is not possible in mechanical production, but in gas phase synthesis we can control the size and shape of the nanoparticles. Highly pure materials can be produced or obtained. Easy control of reaction mechanism. Now gas condensation process you see here, material precursor here. So after the heating what happens? Melting, plasma heat is given here, you see here. Then evaporation takes place. Then in the presence of inert gases, reactive gases, these evaporative particles gets mixed. Then molecular clusters are produced, and finally it is converted into nanoparticles. Now chemical vapor condensation process. See here diagram. So we transport the reactants to reaction region. You see here number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. This is the gas stream, you see here, arrow mark is shown here. This is the wafer, and this is the suspector, you see here. So what is the first step? First step here, transport reactants via forced convection to reaction region. Then what is the second point here? You see, transport reactants via diffusion to vapor surface. This is the vapor surface. Then these reactants get absorbed on the vapor surface here, third point. Then surface process takes place, chemical decomposition, surface migration. Okay. Then fifth point, deposition, desorption from the surface. Then transport bioproducts through the boundary layer. You see here the products which are produced here after the process, chemical composition, these products are again transferred. Then transport bioproducts through boundary layer, and last point, transport bioproducts away from the deposition region. Here we get the final product. Now see here, chemical vapor condensation process only from the figure. You just go see the figure. See here, inductive or resistive heating with the help of coils, either resistive or inductive coils. Okay, the precursors are kept here in a closed vessel. The carrier gas is allowed to pass. So what will happen? These precursors gets heated and they get converted into vapor form. You see here, they get converted into vapor form. Then you see here, after that these are passed into another vessel. Here coordination takes place. Here other reactants are mixed. Okay, so this is, you see here, reaction takes place. Then after the reaction what will happen? The clusters will be produced. Then condensation, these particles will be placed here. Then this is the scraper. Then these particles get scrapped, and finally these particles get collected here, particle collection. Okay, so this is the chemical vapor condensation process. Now what is microscope? Microscope is a tool which can help you see tiny, means small objects and living organisms. It makes them look bigger. This ability of the microscope is called magnifying power or magnification. Okay, we can see the small image into big size, that is magnification, and it is possible with the microscope. The microscope also has the capacity to distinguish small gaps between two separate points which human cannot distinguish, and it is called resolving power or resolution. Thank you.